Alrighty, so the new Tower of Trials floors are out, and today we're going to be going over the Elaine stage, which is floor 17. If you need to see floor 16, I did just upload it just a couple of minutes ago, so feel free to check out the channel. I do a lot of these as soon as they come out, and I cover a lot of the news and upload every single day, pretty much. So if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. But anyways, I think we're going to throw on some attack food here. The basic gimmick to this fight is you want to use as many counter characters as you can, because the gimmick itself is if you have two counters up at the same time, you get a stat boost. So you want to basically just keep trying to pull as many counter cards as possible here. So the fact that we did not pull an extra one is a little disappointing. Terry is also kind of a big deal here on this one, just specifically because he doesn't have to be hit directly for his counter to go off. So if you have Terry, it would help a lot, but obviously if you don't have him, just use an extra counter character. As long as you are putting up two counters, you should be okay. So we're going to throw up two counters first thing here, and then throw out an attack so we can try and get some damage off here. Alright, so this stage is kind of a weird one. I think this, I don't know, obviously I haven't fought floor 18 yet, but this one seems to be the harder one so far out of 16 and 17. 16 really wasn't all that bad. 17 is a bit more difficult just because of, there's a little bit more RNG, I guess, involved. So yeah, the fact that we only have an extra Estarossa card in our hand is a bit troublesome here. So this next phase, I think I'm just going to use all of these middle cards and let those merge at the end, and try to see if we can pull some counter cards for the other characters, because if you just put up one counter for a character, it doesn't do anything for you. So yeah, we're going to just throw out all of these cards here. We can actually remove the ultimate from this if they're not immune from that, I guess. So let's see how this does. Obviously our attacks aren't going to be doing as much damage either, because we don't have the stat boost on. So we're just going to try to get rid of some of those cards out of hand, and then hope we draw some more counters here. So okay, so we have one extra counter card. Not ideal, but that's fine, I guess. We D-ranked on that one, unfortunately, but it's cool. I would have really preferred to get a Terry counter, of course, but I guess you really can't be too picky at a time like this. Let's go for maybe the attack. Possibly we'll kill her. I doubt it, though, actually. Boom. Yeah, unfortunate. And because she's only using an ultimate this turn, I don't think we're going to be in a spot there. Okay. We can stall for a turn. Well, never mind. They deranked, or they got rid of the ultimate, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, the fact that having Estarossa and Chandler's counter up at the same time doesn't really help each other out, like you're not getting double countered, is a bit worse if you, instead of having a Terry counter up. But like I said, all RNG there. We do get rid of the ads here, which is really nice. I think we're going to throw these cards out. I would really love to use this just to I almost want to go for Terry's ultimate, but she has a move that literally de-ranks your cards and removes ultimate gauge, and then she has another card that just removes ultimate gauge, I'm pretty sure, so it's not really worth it. We did pull these two cards though, which is really nice because she just stunned Chandler, so we can put both of these up at the same time. Little bit of damage out there. Did not remove my ultimate, which is kind of nice, I guess. We could potentially use this as a turn to stall, but I think we're just going to go ahead and throw those up anyway. Alright, we potentially get Terry's ultimate here as well. Okay, nice. We got an extra stun, which is really good. So that way we can actually try to use an extra card. We don't have to wait a turn. Still not doing too much damage on the actual counters themselves, which is a little disappointing. I think that's the reason why this stage is so tough, is because you're not actually dealing a whole lot of damage. I think I lose my ultimates here. because of that card that she used, maybe. Yeah, unfortunate. I kind of wanted to use those. Let's throw these up. I know that one of them is going to get removed. I think we can remove ultimate gauge from her. Not positive, but I kind of hope so, so that way we don't get ulted out of this. Nice. We did remove the ultimate gauge. We actually dealt 200k damage to her as well. If she doesn't remove our ultimates, we can... we're not going to get the stat boost. And then it was an AoE, so it doesn't matter. Gets removed anyway. It might be for the best, though. We might lose both of those ultimates and possibly draw a different... Yeah, counter card. Very good. Well, I guess the problem is... Well, we still have an ultimate removal card, so we should be okay. Her ultimate is the biggest problem in this stage as far as I'm concerned, because it's going to remove, like, it's going to mess you up. If you only draw counter cards for, you know, Estarossa and Chandler, then you're going to have a hard time, because one of them is going to get their stance removed from her ultimate, and it's going to be a really bad time. But, you know, can't really do anything about that unless you just have ultimate removal. So all right, that one took me actually several tries to do. If you can't beat it the first time, just keep messing with it a little bit. Make sure your, you know, RNG is perfect, obviously, because you can do something about that. But yeah, very RNG dependent on that one. Kind of not my favorite, but you get a little bit of gold, I guess, and 20 hammers, which actually isn't too bad. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. I know that, you know, having Terry on the team isn't ideal for most players because you might not have him, but if you do have him, he's very helpful. If not, just try to put, you know, somebody else on who has a counter card, and you should be okay. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.